Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the coffee stream. And it is Friday free for all. And today we're going to cover a bunch of different things. We're going to talk about the blind man from Florida that we spoke about on Monday and Wednesday. Ghost Dog sent me some links after Wednesday night's random chatting stream ended. About him, so we will take a look at those. And there's also a really messed up video from Sunny VTube about time travelers on TikTok. That's right, I said time travelers on TikTok. And I think before we'll look at that video, I'll also tell you about some of the crazy shit that I have seen on my timeline. Not recently, but in the past, I have seen some crazy nonsense about split personalities and animals and fictional characters being personalities and all that stuff. We'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. But before we do, I hope you guys have had so far a wonderful start to your Friday. And I also hope that wherever you are, you have been able to take a moment today to remember that it is Veterans/Remembrance Day, depending on where in the world you are. And I hope that you're able to remember and have a solemn moment. But we're not going to spend the whole time being solemn and sad. We are going to be thankful that we have the ability to have shows like this and talk about things freely without having people in suits come to the door with guns. So good thing that is a thing that we are able to do. And our thanks to everyone who has sacrificed their lives/abilities to keep that happening. So, with that in mind, let's have a stream. I do apologize if I'm a little bit lethargic today. I had to take a Robaxacet, which for those of you who are like, what the fuck is that? It's basically Tylenol on steroids for back pain. And even though I have the non-drowsy stuff, it still makes me drowsy for some reason. So I only took one, but I'm still a little bit drowsy. And the only cartridge I have right now is an indica called Couch Lock Kush. So that should tell you everything you need to know. So I apologize in advance if I am a bit out of it. I will be going hopefully after the stream and getting some different waking or more alerty stuff. So without further ado, let's jump on into things. Let's take a look at the links that Ghost Dog sent to us on Wednesday. He sent 2 links, so we'll go through those. There we go. That's where it is. Okay, so the first one is, where are we? There it is. Oh, is this Nick? Ghost Dogs? Okay. Here. There was a link. There were 2 links. Okay, here we go. This is a YouTube video that we're going to watch that Ghost Dog sent. And it is 6 minutes. So remember, his name was Mr. Hodges. We covered him. He was arrested on Monday for asking for names and badge numbers after they mistook his folded up cane for a gun. because they totally look the same. And it's really weird the amount of blind people I've seen calling this guy a sovereign citizen. It's very interesting that not one-sided person have I seen call this guy a sovcit. It's only the blind and visually impaired folks that I've seen call this guy a sovereign citizen. And I find that very interesting because, first of all, how many of the blind people have enough vision to accurately see what's going on in the video? Second of all, he very clearly states before anything escalates that it's a navigational aid, which means he's identified that it's not a weapon, and therefore nothing more needs to happen. So this whole nonsense about him being a sovereign citizen, I think, is just absolutely ridiculous. And I don't understand why the blind community is calling this guy a sovereign citizen, because he's very obviously not.
I won't bury the lead. Jim Hodges' charges were all dropped. This is according to the Lake City Reporter. It says charges against Hodges were dropped Monday, according to Columbia County court records. John Durrett, third Judicial Circuit State Attorney, declined to file information in the case, stating it did not warrant prosecution.
No shit. No shit, it didn't warrant prosecution. It didn't even warrant him being detained, let alone arrested. And quite frankly, there needs to be an internal affairs investigation.
Interesting. So there you have it, folks. Even the prosecutor knew without a shadow of a doubt that this wasn't going to go in his favor.
No. No, the prosecutor, I guarantee you, the conversation went something a little bit like this when that case came across his desk. Are you fucking stupid? You want me to try a blind man for carrying his folded up cane, and you thought it was a weapon, and you think you had lawful right to arrest him? Are you on crack? I'm this case. No. Get this case as far away from me as you can, and good luck with internal affairs, by the way. That's how that conversation went. I am guaranteeing you.
Because Jim Hodges didn't resist arrest. He wasn't, just because you didn't show your ID during an investigation, you're not obligated to help the police.
No, you're not. And he wasn't being like combative or anything like that. He was like, understandably, he was like, what the fuck? I said it was a navigational aid. What are you doing? Give me your names and badge numbers. And as I said on Monday when I watched that video, that policewoman really, really, really had the vibes of, I feel like I have to prove myself because I'm a female cop, and, you know, I'll be goddamned, I don't care who it is that has to go down for me to prove that I'm a good cop. I'm just going to take somebody in. And she still couldn't take somebody in without the help of her male supervisor. And they were both wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
That's just how it goes. Now, if they want to arrest you, that's a different story. They can, and they did in this instance.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? Charges dropped. Now, I hope that Jim Hodges here, or James, consults with an attorney and goes forward with a lawsuit.
I do too, because the way that they acted, first of all, the way that the female police officer acted was completely out of line. He indicated it was a navigational aid. The supervisor was like, "Why aren't you using your stick?" When he was like, "I had to come up here in the dark." You know, like, he doesn't have to use it. Like, even a totally blind person doesn't have to use their cane all the time. Okay? And there's no law that says a blind person that is registered blind must use a mobility aid. There is no law that says that. So, fuck you. You don't have any right to be like, "Why aren't you using your stick?" Like, he had it on him in case he needed it. He clearly didn't. That's all. Blake Star says, "I saw a video where the chief maybe kind of apologizes and said that both officers were kind of disciplined." That's awesome, sort of.
And I want him. I would say I want him, but I would love it for him to go after the cops, the city, the state,
Agreed.
the county, etc. Go after
the county for sure. Go after those two specific police officers for sure. I'm not necessarily sure about the state, because the state flat out declined to charge him, or to uphold the charges. So I wouldn't sue the state. But if I were him, I would definitely sue the county sheriff's department, and those two cops specifically.
Everybody. Make this lawsuit hurt them in the pocketbook. Even though I'm from Florida, it'll hurt me too. But the point is that these cops need to learn the Constitution. They need to know that just because their feelings get hurt doesn't mean that they can arrest people for no freaking reason.
Or just because they look stupid. Because it's not even about their feelings getting hurt. In this situation, it's about them looking dumb. Right? And instead of the cops going, "Oh, fuck, you know what? I feel like an ass. I'm really sorry. I apologize. Go about your business, sir." That's all they needed to do. That's it. Just, I feel, you know what? I am really sorry. I feel really stupid now. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Now I know for sure what those look like. I've never actually seen one. I apologize. Go about your day. That is what should have happened. But, Miss, I have to prove something. And Mr., I don't know, like maybe he wants to sleep with her or something. But those two were just idiots. Just flat out morons. With, no initiative or awareness to take the opportunity to backpedal and reverse the situation before it got to this point.
Because I guarantee you that if this case was even remotely winnable, charges would not have been dropped.
No.
But since the video was out there, and at this point, millions of people have seen it, trust me, millions of people have seen it.
Oh, for sure.
They knew that they couldn't win. They knew the cops were undefendable in this instance.
You know what? Even if there hadn't been a viral video, I think that any good, honest prosecutor, and they do exist. I know you guys are like, "Oh, good, honest prosecutor." No, I know they exist. Any good, honest prosecutor would take a look at what happened and be like, "You guys are morons. Why did you arrest that man? It's a cane." Viral video or not, I think this would have been thrown out, and I think that he would have a case to sue. Now, he probably has a better chance now because of the viral video, and he probably has a better chance of a rather good settlement out of court because nobody's going to want more publicity. Like, probably, maybe not even him. He might not even want more publicity. So this viral video may afford the opportunity for quite a lucrative settlement out of court, but I don't think necessarily that I don't think the viral video has as big of an impact on the charges being dropped as this person thinks it does, because there's just no case. He probably owed her donut money and didn't want to incur her wrath by standing up to her.
Now, of course,
maybe
the cops are innocent until proven guilty. Right. We all know how that's going to go. I assume what's going to happen is...
Gee, tell us how you feel about the police, sir.
That the cops will get a slap on the wrist, essentially. They've already had sordid past. Trust me on that. Especially Sergeant Harrison and his canine in 2010 that was left in a car because he got too busy with something. And all he did was get a slap on the wrist.
Wait, did he unalive his dog by leaving it in the car? Has this guy already been noted for unaliving a police dog? Holy shit.
Or how about when officer or trooper or whatever we want to call him, Jamie Goad, which is the female cop in this video, allegedly was involved with another canine who was sicked on another defendant or person, and they tore open this person's leg.
Oh.
Allegedly, of course.
Okay. Okay, if he hurt his dog, he deserves to be fired. Well, even if it was an accident, if you have to go deal with the perpetrator and you leave your canine in the car, like, fucking put the air on. Do something. Come on.
So both these cops, in my humble opinion, are the worst of the worst. And they need to be fired at the best possible, the earliest possible convenience.
Honestly, if they have both done what they are alleged to have done, they should be serving some jail time on top of losing their jobs. But hey.
But that's it right there. His charges were dropped yesterday. And I just did the video on it. I'm like, yeah, okay. And of course, the comment section sort of blew up. And there's a lot of cop splainers, a lot of bootlickers out there that are like, well, if he would have just given his ID, that's
one of the things that a lot of the blind people that are calling this guy a soft sit are saying, he wasn't showing her directly what the cane was. He wasn't answering her question. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. He said it was a navigational aid. Had he said, oh yeah, that's my fucking skinning knife, maybe something a little different. Okay, why are you walking around with a giant skinning knife in your back pocket, sir? Can I see some ID, please? But even then, depending on your laws in your state, he may have a legal right to carry a big-ass skinning knife in his back pocket. Like, I'm sorry, like, this guy is not a soft sit. If not jail time, then have to pay for emotional damages. Yeah. But, like, this is ridiculous.
That's not the point. He didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Why does he have to give his ID up? Why does he need to be profiled?
He doesn't.
He was just some guy going home, walking down the street with his walking stick in his back pocket. Well, why was he using it?
Because he doesn't have to.
He was night blind, but it was daylight. Even though it was foggy, he could see.
Right. Like right. There are some people who are night blind and they have a cane for that. Or, maybe he's very familiar with this area and he doesn't need it. Like, I guarantee you, if it weren't for the idiots that park their damn cars on the sidewalks around here, I could probably take my entire walking route without my cane because I know it. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to use your cane, and it's not a legal requirement to do so. I think the worst they got was leave without pay and some training. That's bullshit. Doctors, police officers, a position of authority should have to have a notation in their files. I agree. Anytime you fuck up as a person of authority, it needs to be noted on your records. I think, at least. And if your file starts getting a lot of those like notes, then you go for a review. And then if you have like a couple of those reviews, then you go bye-bye. Like, I would say 2 reviews. And then you go bye-bye. You don't get this authority anymore.
He didn't need to use it.
No.
And how do you know the cops weren't gonna, lay him out with a, hail of gunfire because it looks like a gun, even though it's a walking stick.
And it doesn't look like a gun at all. As Monkey said, those newfangled 3-barreled guns. You know what I mean? Like, how does a folded up cane look anything like a fucking gun? Come on. Like,
don't know what these cops are thinking. These cops need better judgment, and they don't have that. And the only way for you to make sure these cops understand all of these problems is you hurt them in their pocketbook and make sure that they lose their policing.
Give me my thingy. The whole thingy?
Just give me the whole thing.
Here. Wow.
I'm not wearing pants, so I don't want to go on camera. Women don't want to see my thighs.
License, whatever you want to call it. They need to lose their jobs. It needs to hurt them financially because that's the only way you can do it. In a polite society, if you will. That's it. I'm glad James is,
I can't believe. Could you imagine the loss of authority that the people in the county jail had when they walked the blind guy in there in a jumpsuit because he had a cane in his pocket? And the other inmates are like, what are you here for? Oh, I have a cane. I had a cane. Like, hey, selected boy. Like, I would just start laughing if I was one of the other inmates, and the guards would be like, it's time to do that. I'd be like, shut up, you fucking morons! You're gonna arrest a blind person? What the fuck? You're idiots. You don't have the brain power to guard a prison. What the fuck are you doing telling me what to do? And then I'd probably get myself put in solitary confinement. But that's just, yeah. That's me. That's me and my idiocy. So Nick Rekieta, I want to listen to the whole video because I didn't hear the whole rant last night. I listened to some of it with Pincalo. But there are some people who actually got him investigated by the Bar Association. And holy shit, is he pissed. Like, oh man. Yeah. I think this is it. Yeah, okay. This is a clip. It's an 8-minute clip from the longer thing he did last night. But this is, oh man. I don't think I've ever heard Nick this pissed. Ever. And he's gotten angry. He's gotten angry. But I don't think I have ever seen or heard Nick yell the way that I did last night. And I didn't even hear the whole thing. So this is a little 8-minute clip. It's called Nick is under investigation for free speech. So from what I could glean, all of the dismissed complaints that he had against him, he read. He was told, like, so he was reading the dismissed and over with complaints and reading the names attached. So let's watch the video here.
I will bend you over on the altar of the First Amendment and the Sixth. I have not disclosed this. The Minnesota Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board is currently investigating me. This is exclusive. They're currently investigating me. They say that my reading the names of the baseless bullshit ethics complaints based on defamation, that impeded and affected the administration of justice, even though they were dismissed without investigation.
So he read old just over with complaints, and they're yelling at him going, you're impeding the investigation of current complaints by reading the old ones. That's unethical. The fuck? Fuck you, no it's not.
Somehow my broadcasting of the names in dismissed action was impeding the administration of justice. So they've been investigating me. I told them very clearly the ethics complaints against me are unrelated to the practice of law and entirely related to my First Amendment protected activity. And they're also, this now also implicates my Sixth Amendment right to confront my accusers. Because I don't know if you guys know this.
It does, because they're basically saying you revealing the names of people who attacked your ability to practice law based on your First Amendment rights. Your disclosing of those names of cases that we already dealt with and said were baseless is now suddenly unethical. This is directly in contradiction to the Sixth Amendment, because he can't talk about the people that accused him of stuff. He can't name them, especially after the matter is closed. Like, are you serious? That's like saying somebody who went through a rape trial and got their rapist convicted can't talk about it. Or let's flip it. That's like saying somebody who got accused of rape and got acquitted can't name their accuser afterwards? Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. That's not okay.
You cannot sue someone even if they lie about what you say to the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office. They're able to defame you in the worst ways. They're able to lie about what you say. They're able to lie about what you do. They're able to lie about everything and make their claim with no prejudice to the possibility that they're lying. So I told them, I said, That's fucked up, bro. Because if you
fucked up,
discipline me, you'll release their names.
He would. They would, as a matter of public record. If Nick were disciplined because of this, as a matter of public record, their names would go out. So why, if they dismiss the other claims as baseless, can he not say, look at these fucking morons who tried to have me disbarred on the basis of my freedom of speech? Why is one okay, but the other one is not? Why? Because one of them is a collective of people and the other one is an individual? I thought that was the complete antithesis of how American systems worked. Just saying.
How can my releasing of their names have anything to do with their privacy when if you discipline me, their names get released? By the way, if they discipline me, here's how it goes. A complaint is filed. They'll determine to investigate or not investigate. If they don't investigate, they dismiss it. If they investigate, they have to then file a disciplinary action. If they file a disciplinary action, I'm going to hire the most based lawyer on the planet.
Oh, I bet you he would. I could see the interview process for Nick's lawyer. I could see like there being like this huge long interview process. You know, what do you think about freedom of speech? But what is your stance on freedom of speech? Okay, good. What is your stance on the Second Amendment? Just like go all through, just everything.
And I will fucking disclose everything about these people as part of the action. Fuck you, Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office. I will bend you over on the altar of the First Amendment and the Sixth. I have a right to confront my accusers.
Yep.
And you prevent me from filing a lawsuit for defamation based on complaints that they post on Twitter. Oh, you want a fucking Sixth Amendment? They've accused me of shit that's a lie. I will fuck them and I'll fuck you.
Yeah, I wish it hadn't been edited, but I just wish that they hadn't edited this, but they probably had to.
And I'll fuck you in front of the Supreme Court of the United States, you fucking bitches. You think this law license is worth more than my rights? I will fucking destroy all of you on the altar of the First Amendment and free fucking speech.
There it goes.
And the Sixth Amendment and the right to confront coward fucking accusers who know they're lying to try and harm me, who post.
I have the entire 20-minute video.
Oh, do you?
It's a 21-minute video that this is clipped from. I have it. I can send it to you right now. And it's way better.
Yeah, please do that. Please do that. Yeah, okay, Pincalo's gonna send me the full video. Because those jump cuts were really annoying. Like, oh my god. Oh, yeah. So mine, because we were both so young, we couldn't really do it. Like, the police couldn't really do anything. So he didn't even get charged. And then his parents, like, treated him like I was some kind of... Yeah, I know. His parents treated him like I was some kind of lying bitch, and he got, like, all sorts of presents for the rest of the school year. It was really fucked up. Like, every day he came to school with something brand new. And I mean, like, brand new. Like, hundreds of dollars brand new. It was crazy. It was bullshit. And then he went to high school, and apparently he was messing around with other girls that didn't want it. So yeah, but I was the crazy lying bitch, right? That's okay. I sent him a nice message like 15 years ago, and I felt better ever since. Okay, why is this not showing? Are you serious?
What?
It's not showing up in the Chrome tab selections.
Oh.
For screen sharing.
Really? Try it again. There.
Really?
It's right at the top. I'm looking at it. It's on the list. Okay. No, slamming your key when I can see it is not helpful.
Okay, well, it's not accessible with VoiceOver, is what I'm trying to say.
There, I put on hats.
Yeah, it's if you put on the headphones and listen, VoiceOver is not showing me the thing at all.
Ah.
So I couldn't get to it
Ah, okay.
at
Would
all.
amount to compelled speech, a violation of the First Amendment.
Oh, he
In the
sounds
fact of the-
drunk.
This is, yeah, a few
Would
minutes
amount to
in. Okay.
compelled in Minnesota.
Where were you?
lawyers,
Here?
Professional
Or you just want to go from the
responsibility.
beginning?
I'm going to go from the beginning because you said it's a better
Would
video.
amount to compelled
Much better
speech,
video.
a violation of the First
Okay,
Amendment.
stop pushing.
And the
Can you
fact
get your
that the
fingers
pageant
off
was a
buttons, please?
business
Thank
that
you.
engages in commerce.
Because it's
wasn't
like
enough to
you have to
overcome
be
the
helpful
free
when you're
speech
pushing
right.
stuff as I'm trying to click.
Would amount to compelled speech, a violation of the First Amendment.
Okay, here we
And
go.
the fact that the pageant was
That's
a
the beginning of the
business that
video.
engages in commerce wasn't enough to overcome the free speech right the panel found. Guys, I got to share something with you. Can I share something
Now you
with
can
you?
hear voiceover back on.
Okay.
Me to you. I have not disclosed this.
Okay, here we go.
I have not disclosed this.
And he sounds already pissed and drunk.
The Minnesota Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board is currently investigating me. This is exclusive to you.
Yeah, this sounds better. This sounds much better.
They're currently investigating me. They say that my reading the names of the baseless bullshit ethics complaints based on defamation
That they dismissed.
that impeded and affected the administration of justice, even though they were dismissed without investigation. Somehow,
Screwed up
my
the justice
broadcasting
system.
of the names themselves
Yeah.
in dismissed actions was impeding the administration of justice.
How? I don't understand that. I do not understand how that is even an argument that a bunch of lawyers could make. I just
So they've been investigating me. I told them very clearly the ethics complaints against me are unrelated to the practice of law and entirely related to my First Amendment protected activity.
right.
And they're also, this now also implicates my Sixth Amendment right to confront my accusers. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I think I made it clear in a previous live stream, probably a couple years ago, though. You cannot sue someone even if they lie about what you say to the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office.
Really? So, like, even that's insane. So, if a lawyer has people go to the lawyer's professional responsibility office because they're mad that even though, let's say, the lawyer tried their best but still lost the case, and these people are so pissed off because they're too stupid to understand that sometimes the judicial system just doesn't work in their favor no matter how well your lawyer tries, right? So they go to the lawyer professional responsibility office and they say that he stole their money, he embezzled his time, he lied about how much time he used, he billed them for way more than he actually did, and he stole their money from them, and he is a bad lawyer. Are you telling me he can't sue them? Even if he has like literal, like here, like a full journal documented, here's how many hours I did and here's what I did in those hours. That's some bullshit.
Here, mock Elwin. There was half a cartridge of Maui Wowie left.
Woo! Can we both go to the store later, or are you going now? Is this on white?
They're able to defame you in the worst ways.
That's
They're able to
horrible.
lie about what you say. They're able to lie about what you
Just
do.
because you're a lawyer? That's fucked up. You have some Maui Wowie left too? Nice.
They're able to lie about everything and make their claim with no prejudice to the possibility that they're lying. So I told them, I said, that's fucked up, bro. Because if you discipline me, you'll release their names. How can my releasing of their names have anything to do, have a fucking thing to do with their privacy when if you
it literally has, and Nick knows it. Nick knows it. That's why he's asking them.
Discipline me, their names get released. By the way, if they discipline me, here's how it goes. A complaint is filed. They'll determine to investigate or not investigate. If they don't investigate, they dismiss it. If they investigate, they have to then file a disciplinary action. If they file a disciplinary action, I'm going to hire the most fucking based lawyer on the planet.
That umbrella guy and Nick.
And I will fucking disclose everything about these people as part of the action. Fuck you. Fuck you, Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office. I will bend you over on the altar of the First Amendment and the Sixth. I have a right to confront my accusers. And you fucking faggots prevent me from filing a lawsuit for defamation based on complaints that they post on Twitter. Oh, you want a fucking Sixth Amendment? They've accused me of shit that's a lie. I will fuck them and I'll fuck you.
Go, Nick, go. Fuck, man. He is. Oh, I have never heard him this angry. $30. Even better than the Shadow for cartridges. Pick up the The what? Pick up the Uni Pro Arc. Okay. It's made solely for for cartridges, so you can set the temp and not have to keep clicking. $30. Is this based or is this based? Right? It's unrated.
And I'll fuck you in front of the Supreme Court of the United States, you fucking bitches. Fuck you.
It is unbreaded.
You think this law license is worth more than my right?
It's unbreaded.
Yeah, well, voiceover fucked it up.
Oh, convenient.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you. I will fucking destroy all of you.
He is mad.
All of you on the altar of the First Amendment and free fucking speech. And the Sixth Amendment and the right to confront coward fucking accusers who know they're lying.
And we kind of have something, like, I think it's in charter, section 8 of the charter, 7 or 8, where we have the right to, confront and know who is accusing us of something. This is the second time I have ever heard Nick with raw emotion. Oh, yeah.
To try and harm me, who post their lies on Twitter for the public. I didn't disclose their shit.
Nope.
They did. Fuck them. Fuck them in the mouth. Fuck them everywhere. I'm so goddamn tired of this shit. I didn't give up my First and Sixth Amendment rights because I'm an attorney.
Nope.
I embrace them, and I will ream the shit out of you. I will take you 1983 to federal court, and I will burn you, and I will force you to fucking pay me for what you did.
God damn. Like, I have never, while listening to words being spoken, had a Mortal Kombat match in my head going on where the speaker is the opponent that is winning. That is what is going on right now in my head. Every time Nick says something, in my head, he's like eviscerating people with his yelling and his words. It's like a cooler version of Sindel.
Fuck you. I haven't disclosed it, and I won't. I won't disclose the name of the person who filed a lawsuit or who filed this claim against me, because guess what? I don't disclose ongoing matters because I understand my ethical obligation. But when a matter is dismissed, it's fucking done. And the people who filed it can fucking deal with the consequences of lying about me and everybody else.
Exactly. That would be like Amber Heard getting angry at everybody for talking about what a liar she was after the trial's over. Which is what's going on right now. Right? She's like, how dare you all talk about me? I'm waiting for her to start suing people. I literally am waiting for her to start trying to sue people for saying that she's a liar after the trial is over. And this is literally the Lawyer's Professional Responsibility Office version of that. It's crazy.
Fuck you. I have a First Amendment right, and I have not violated a single goddamn law of Minnesota or the United States.
Nope.
You want to punish me for speech that isn't violative of law? Fucking try it.
Right? Like, this is the wrong guy. This is the wrong guy to play this with. Do you think he, like, on it, like what he said earlier? Do you think this law license is more important to me than my rights? No. No, his law license to him is a piece of paper, and it's not a federal law license. So, like, I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he could go get a license he could go, sit the bar in another state. There are some people you just don't play fuck around with and find out, right? Yeah, no, this is these guys are about to look really, really, really stupid in a very public way. And Nick will afterwards be able to sit and do whatever he wants on a live stream, and he could take Mrs. Rackets and family wherever they want to go, and like he will be set, because these people are like, this is the wrong guy. I have a very select number of hills I'm to die on, but if somebody hits those hills, I will go. I'm willing to go all out. Yeah.
I'll take it to the Minnesota Supreme Court. I'll take it to the U.S. Supreme Court. I'll be the motherfucker that secures the right for every online attorney to protect his reputation against fucking troon bullshit every day. Fuck you. These fucking people lied about what I said. They openly lied about what I said. There was a fucking video attached that doesn't say what I said.
A doctored video. Wow.
They know that what they posted was a lie. They know that what they reported was a lie. They know
insane.
It was a fucking lie. Fuck them. That is actual malice.
Yep.
And I can't sue them, but you bet your ass I can talk about it in public. And fuck them, fuck their names, fuck their addresses, and fuck you if you think I can't do it.
Oh, yes. This is just beautiful. This is just beautiful. This rant, and because all of it is true. Just because you become a lawyer or a doctor or a police officer doesn't mean that you have your rights taken away. You have more responsibility to uphold other people's rights, but that doesn't mean that you don't have any. You.
Don't mind me.
Okay.
Clean up.
So yeah, it's.
I will fucking destroy you on the altar of fucking freedom. And if you disbar me, I'll fucking do it 1,000 times. I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. Fuck you. I'm so fucking pissed at these people.
I can tell. Take a drink, Nick.
Free speech doesn't stop when you get a law license.
No, it doesn't. There's no way, and for anybody that thinks or ever thought it did, you need a brain scan. Because clearly, you need neurological attention. Hey, Mr. Self-Destruction. That's some grade A, Nick. Yep.
Free speech doesn't stop when you get a law license. Nothing these people have said about me has anything to do with my practice of law ever. None of it has to do with my law license.
Nope.
It's all entirely related to my First Amendment protected speech.
And because they don't like what he's saying, they're trying to go after his ability to make money and support his family. And because they think, oh, well, if we attack his free speech platforms and make it so he can't stream anymore, then we go and attack his law license so he can't fall back to practicing law. Well, then, ha, 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 we've kneecapped him.
If you want to employ the state to take away my right to speak, I will fucking wreck you. I will wreck you over and over until
I don't blame him
fucking
for
like
getting
it.
pissed off. Me neither. When Nick goes for the White Claw, you know shit got real. Oh,
Fuck
is that
these
what he
people.
just drank?
Fuck everybody. We get to speak. This is still goddamn America. And I will not fucking cuck to anybody ever.
No. When it comes to, because, Because everyone goes, oh, you don't have freedom of speech in Canada. Yes, we do. It's called freedom of expression, religion, and culture. Expression is speech. And actually, expression is a broader term. It means speech, written, like oral, just it's expression. Now, so when it comes to free speech, we absolutely up here in Canada need to be just as protective and just as vehement when our freedom of speech gets attacked. We need to be.
Take it away. I dare you. I dare you to try.
He just went all Dirty Harry. Go ahead. Make my day. Was he have a can of White Claw or just a big bottle?
I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so fucking tired of this.
Ugh,
Imagine
Maple
you. Here's the thing. Imagine you express
it's a can.
your opinion.
I don't like White
And
Claw.
a government, not Twitter,
It's too sweet.
not Facebook, not an individual, a government comes in and says, I'm sorry, you sacrificed your opinion for a license.
Ha! 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 Fuck you. That's what I would say. Oh, good, I'm a doctor now? What's that? I can't question anything medical that comes out of anywhere? Why? Because I have an MD? I don't think I like that. Oh, what's that? I'm a lawyer now? Wait. What do you mean I have no freedom of speech? What do you mean I have no right to confront my accuser? Why? Well, because I have a law license? You can take it back. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't use my license. My law license is entirely a financial drain on me. I maintain it at my expense, period. You give me nothing.
if it's
You've
just
done
in
nothing
the fridge
for
and
me.
it's in range, it's a good
Your
enough
law
calling
license,
agent. That's
I
true.
don't practice. I don't go to court. I don't represent clients. I don't want to. I'm a broadcast personality, but I maintain my license because I worked for it.
Yeah.
I worked fucking hard to get that license.
Yeah.
That's why I preserve it. That's it. That's the sole reason.
And that's your right, Nick. That is your right. Like, I don't, you know that's your right, but that's your right to preserve that. Just for the sole purpose that you worked your ass off for it. Of course you're going to want to maintain it. It would make no sense for you to let it lapse after you busted your ass for it. And that should be the only that should be fine.
I don't need it to do YouTube. I don't need it to do
No.
Odyssey. I could put my license in inactive status right now.
Yep.
Say, when I decide to come back to practicing law, I'll reactivate my license. But right now, I really like broadcasting. No, I maintain an active status because I fucking worked for it.
Yep.
I sacrificed time with my family. I sacrificed time with my leisure. I sacrificed time with my hobbies. I sacrificed employment. I did everything to get this license. You want to take it away from me because you lied about what I said about Keffels?
And now I'm picturing Charlton Heston. You're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
You want to take it away? Okay. That's mine. I don't care if I don't play with my toy anymore. You want to take it from me? You better meet a fucking bullet.
Yep.
Because you try to take my shit, I will fuck you up. Forever. It's mine. I earned it. I worked for it. I got it.
Yep. And this bullshit about, oh, you need to share everything. You need to share the wealth, share the property, share the blah, blah, blah. No, fuck you. If somebody earned something, fuck you. You shouldn't have to no. If somebody worked for something, no, they don't have to give it away. If they choose to, that's on them. That's their choice. But they don't have to. They're not obligated. And you shouldn't feel the need to take it away. You should feel the want to go get something for yourself and earn something that you want.
You didn't do shit. When I employ the professional responsibility office against me, I will sue them into the fucking ground if I have to. I mentioned it, but I'm fucking pissed off about it.
As you should be.
These fucking dumb communists. Well, someone said that you might release the names and addresses. Yeah, I might. Fuck you. Fuck them too. They lied about me to try and harm me. They posted it on Twitter to try and harm me. Oh, I'm so cool, I filed an ethics complaint. You employed the government to fuck me? Fuck you.
Right. Okay. They employed the government to harm somebody over online shit that they lied about him saying. That's how fucking stupid this is, okay? First of all, the shit that they said he said, he didn't even say. Second of all, it's on the internet. And third of all, you employed the government to go after him because of shit on the internet. That is where we are now. And to all of the people who for years and years and years when all of us who were in the skeptic community said, if you guys aren't careful, the people that disagree with us are going to start coming after our jobs in the real world, and it's not just going to stay online. And what did the people offline say? Oh, you guys are stupid. You guys are crazy. You guys are conspiracy theorists. You don't know what you're talking about. You've spent too much time on YouTube in that debate nonsense. You need to just calm down and you need to just relax and just, none of that's going to happen. Really? What the fuck are we watching right now? And he's not the only one it's happened to. I've seen TikToks go viral about people who are celebrating the fact that they have gotten their communities together and gotten people fired. There's a whole section of nurse TikTok that goes and looks for other nurses that are bad. And only based on their videos that they post, by the way. And then they do like digging into like malpractice and stuff. Like it's like weaponized 4chan level autism on nurse TikTok to try and get nurses legitimately fired and have their practitioners' licenses removed. All based on, I will say, some of these videos are pretty weird and they're just like opinions on things, but it's still opinions, and it's like weird, weaponized, fucking just nonsense. It's crazy.
You got nothing. You disbar me, I'll release everything. I don't fucking care.
Right? Exactly. What is to stop him after being disbarred from releasing everything? At least right now, he still has like his ethics as an actively practicing lawyer. Even though he's not practicing, he still has his ethics as a lawyer. He still has all of this to go on. If you disbar him, what the fuck's to stop him from going, fuck all of you, here's everything? Have you guys thought this through? No, of course not. Of course you haven't.
Fucking tired of this shit. You won't disbar me, though. you'd admonish me. That's the best thing you're going to do. You're going to admonish me, because if you try to disbar me, you dox all of those people, which I haven't done. I haven't actually done it. But if you try to disbar me, you have to go straight up to the Supreme Court of Minnesota. And then I get to make my First Amendment argument. And in the meanwhile, you dox all those fucking retards.
Yep.
You're in a real problem here. Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office in Minnesota.
Yeah, you're basically the Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office has set up a giant bear trap, but they've stuck their foot out. And the bear trap is about to go clang. It's just on the wrong person.
If you follow through on your threat, you have to fight for it. And guess what? I'm going to come. In your mouth, on your face, wherever it takes. I'm going to come. The First Amendment trumps you.
Yep.
It always has, it always will. You will be forced to dox those people. You will be forced to put their fucking names and addresses into the public sphere.
Yep.
On the altar of disciplining me. I haven't actually done it.
No, that's the thing. He hasn't done it. But if they keep doing this, they're going to end up doing it. And like, of the very thing that they're saying he's doing, they're going to have to do. Like I said, they've set up a bear trap. Like, it's almost like they've set up a hallway of bear traps. And somehow they've managed to walk to the end of the hallway without any of them going off. And now they're sitting there going, okay, I'm now at a dead-ended hallway and there are loaded bear traps and I have to walk back through this and somehow not get my foot sliced off. How am I going to do this? Nick is IRL Batman.
You gonna do it?
Is.
You gonna do it and then threaten me for promising to do it? It's a good catch-22, isn't it, you fucking weirdos? And when you do it, if you go ahead and disbar me, you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. Then I have no shackles left.
Nope.
Not a single goddamn one.
Nope. He's got no reason to keep his mouth shut. Like I said, he's got no ethics. He's got no Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office to govern him. He's got no reason to shut up.
You're in a weird place, aren't you? You either protect the First Amendment and the Sixth Amendment right to confront your accusers, or you fully validate that lawyers have no First Amendment or Sixth Amendment rights.
Yep.
And if you don't think that's going in my brief to the Supreme Court, it absolutely is.
Yep. Oh, it totally would. It would be the main push of his brief, I think. The main argument.
We don't give up constitutional rights to serve the constitutional rights of our clients.
No.
And I'm not acting on behalf of a client. I'm just acting on behalf of me.
Like, not even a Supreme Court judge gives up their constitutional right. So, yeah, no.
You would never in your life impede my First and Sixth Amendment rights.
You can't threaten a man that's got nothing to
representation
lose. That's right,
of the client.
Duck dog.
Pro se representation is still representation. Until I'm represented by someone else, I'm pro se. Fuck you. Try it. Try it. I'll be the landmark fucking case that wins for every attorney on the planet. I will crowdfund the best law firm on the goddamn continent.
And he has the audience and the support to do it. He has the amount of people that would support Nick. like, and the amount of people around Nick whose audiences would support Nick, holy fuck, he could crowdfund a law firm, or crowdfund the best law firm on the continent. Then he could create a brand new law firm specifically dedicated to protecting lawyers and other people in the online sphere, with the money left over from the crowdfunding of the firm to help him with his case. That is how much money Nick's audience and his friends' audiences are capable of amassing, and in record time. I guarantee you, in record time, that would be put together.
So fuck you, Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
I don't even like your shitty state.
More White Claw.
Anyway, I haven't talked about this, and I won't talk about the specifics because I do recognize my ethical obligation to not interfere with an ongoing investigation.
See? Do you see? He's still bound by those ethics. If you disbar him or get him disbarred, he's gonna be like, fuck it, I don't care.
The names that I read in public twice now, the names that I've read in public twice were not ongoing investigations. They were dismissed complaints.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck those people for lying about me. Because if they lied about any one of you, I would say fuck you to them too.
Yep. I bet some famous lawyer would do it for free for their name and law history, says Ghost Dog. Oh, probably.
And all of us should.
Probably, Ghost Dog.
All of us should do that. But I'm not going to interfere with the investigation. I've only read the names ever of dismissed complaints. And I wouldn't do anything different.
No.
You want to tell me that interferes with the administration of justice? I'll give you some justice. Open your mouth. I shave my balls. Fuck you.
You shouldn't shave your balls, Nick. Shaving your balls is too nice for people who are being this dickish. You should go on a cross-country road trip, not shower, not shave, and then do it. That's what you should do.
I'm so fucking tired of these people. I'm so fucking tired of these organizations cucking to these people. I will not.
Nor should you.
I will sacrifice my law license on the altar of the First Amendment every fucking day. You know why? Because I took a goddamn oath.
Yep.
I took a goddamn oath to defend the Constitution.
Yep.
I raised my right hand. I put my left hand on a fucking Bible, proverbially, not really. I raised my right hand in front of the Supreme Court of Minnesota and I said, I promise, I fucking swear, I will defend the Constitution. If my law license needs to go,
okay,
on the altar of the First Amendment, I will sacrifice it like Jacob would put Isaac to the knife.
You mean Abraham? Let's see.
I'll hate every second of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking hard. I paid a lot of money. I spent a lot of time away from my wife and my kids.
Yep.
Time I'll never get back.
But you know what? I bet you Lady Rackets would totally respect and understand what you were doing. I sure as fuck would. That's for sure. Because there's no there's no reason for you to be treated like that. And if I were Lady Rackets, I would be incredibly proud for you to sacrifice something like that after making all the sacrifices that you did to earn it.
You think I wouldn't give that up for freedom? You think I wouldn't give that up for liberty?
It's because of freedom and liberty that that you have that license. There are countries in the world where lawyers are not even really lawyers in the sense that we know them. And I just absolutely, I think that because we have freedom and liberty, people have the ability to practice law, either to defend criminals or, prosecute criminals or do civil law or any, just like we have people who have the ability and the wish and the freedom to go and learn how to practice medicine, or the freedom to go and learn how to paint pictures. The freedom is the most important thing. The fact that I have the freedom to sit in front of this computer and make fucking live streams and YouTube videos and shit. That's why I get so pissed off when people compare what's going on in the States and Canada right now to communism. Because I have family that actually grew up in communism. And they also grew up, they spent half their childhood in communism and the rest of it in the downfall of communism after the fall of the Iron Curtain. And as soon as they could, they GTFO'd to Canada. And they get really, really angry when they hear Westerners complain about how our governments are going communism or going communist. Because she's like, you wouldn't even be able to complain about half the shit you're complaining about. And you know what? Are the complaints valid? Yeah. There's a lot wrong with our governments right now in both the States and Canada. There is a lot wrong. But we still have the freedom to talk about it. We still have the freedom to bitch about it and be loud about it and protest about it. And even though, because people will say, oh, well, Canada, the Freedom Convoy, they got their bank accounts frozen, the Emergencies Act, blah, blah. Right now, we're going through a big court thing about whether the Emergencies Act was even necessary and legal. So that should show you that, no, we're not, that wouldn't happen in an actual communist country. In an actually communist country, if a freedom convoy like that had rolled up on the Capitol, we would have had another Tiananmen Square going on. And that's fact. I'm sorry. That's fact. Is what Trudeau's government did to the convoy people good and legal? No. But it's a whole other beast from communism. And it absolutely still needs to be dealt with. But to call it communism when we still have the freedom to call it anything without being black-bagged and taken away is rather arrogant. Because we have no fucking idea. We have no idea what it's actually like to live here. Or to live in communism. I've actually listened to firsthand stories, and I'm like, fuck. Even to this day, when she went back to visit her family in 2015, I think it was, there was still intermittent running water and power. What the fuck, man? Anyway. We're gonna finish
I'll become the
off.
biggest fucking liberty advocate on the planet. like I said, I'll take it to the United States Supreme Court if I have
All
to.
Western religions are based on one crazy guy. I would agree.
I will gladly sacrifice my achievement, my petty achievements on the altar of the First Amendment 10 days out of 10. And guess what? I happen to have made friends with the best First Amendment attorneys on the fucking planet.
Yep. Yep.
In multiple law firms. And I dare you to find one better. Fuck you.
Oh, I love listening to Nick's rants. It's amazing. All right, we're gonna do a bit of a longer show today. We're gonna watch this last video. So, and as I'm queuing it up, there are some crazy shit on TikTok. And I mean crazy shit. Like, over the past 2 years, I have seen a lot of stuff. And one of the things that I used to see, I haven't seen it in a while, but I used to see a lot of people claiming dissociative identity disorder and saying that they had animal alters, or one of the other things that was interesting to me was the fictives. Now you might be going, what the fuck is a fictive? That is an alter personality that is a fictional character. Like, for example, somebody could claim or say that they have the alter of Ash Ketchum. Or, and that's the other thing. Most of these people's alters are anime characters. By the way. Most of these people are like, I have such and such Japanese anime character in my head as an alter. I'm over drunk, I barf at the moon. It's ridiculous. Like, I do believe that there are genuine cases of dissociative identity disorder, and I think that people that say that they have like animals as alters and anime characters as alters and stuff like that, I feel like they don't quite understand what it actually is like to have dissociative identity disorder, because a lot of times it's like people just completely black out and they are completely two different people or more, and sometimes the alters are very harmful. This sounds like people who got bored on what page? Yep. I wish 5 o'clock would get here. So it's just insane. Like, so here we have this video is called The Stupidest Time Travelers on TikTok.
If you're wanting to prove that time travel is possible, then look no further than TikTok. The app features thousands of morons who claim to be from the future, and of these we will show you the absolute stupidest. Now, it's hard to tell exactly where the genre or trend began.
So nobody's claiming to be from the past, everyone's claiming to be from the future.
Some of these so-called time travelers actually have pretty impressive follower counts. One of the smaller ones with a touch over 80,000 goes by the name of Eno Ulrich, or
wait, one of the smaller ones has oh my god, has an account of over 80,000 followers? What the fuck?
Radiant Time Traveler, and they claim to be from the year 2671, whilst warning that mankind is on the brink of destruction. Now, the instant problem with this description is that if mankind is going to end in the next couple
of... I've got my fingers in every pie on TikTok. I've never seen this shit.
Neither have I.
Years, then how did you even make it to 2671 without being wiped out beforehand? Under the assumption that this time-traveling TikToker happened to be one of the lucky survivors and is therefore still legitimate, let's take a look at the countless different warning videos in which some of the following predictions have been made.
Oh god.
A large meteor is soon to hit Earth containing new types of metals and alien species. A group of 4 teenagers will soon discover ancient ruins and a device that opens a wormhole to other galaxies.
A group of 4 teenagers, huh? 80,000 people to laugh at them. A group of 4 teenagers. Oh god. Are they named Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Ginny?
And that a team of scientists exploring the Mariana Trench will find a new ancient species. However, Eno Ullrich's most profound and life-changing...
You mean from the show The Deep? Have they just been watching the show The Deep on Netflix?
Prediction is that there will be Fortnite events in the next couple of years. Judging from the comments, there's an insane amount of kids as well as idiots on Reddit who do believe that this is actually a real time traveler, but for the most...
You've seen that movie. What movie? The Deep?
part, the account is pretty heavily clowned on. Do we ever find out who Joe Mama is? Can you predict when my dad will come back? That's enough Marvel for you.
The Deep is also a movie? Oh shit. Watching too much Stranger Things.
Instead of simply going back and winning the lottery, Radiant Time Traveler has opted to gain status by promising his fans a highly requested face reveal at 1 million followers. However, this achievement has already been completed by that one time traveler, who's gained 1.4 million followers and 14.6 million likes, having gone out of their way to state, yes, I'm a real time traveler. And while having to specify that you're a real time traveler pretty much confirms that you're not a real time traveler,
right?
The account actually has a pretty decent story behind it. Their first video was posted back in August 2020, and it read, I got TikTok to prove I'm a real time traveler. If this blows up, I'll start revealing what happens in every single year.
I got TikTok to prove... Okay. So he got the account to prove he's a real time... Okay. That's like the one dude who claims he has famous parents and will go live to reveal them and never does. Right?
Now, the video was instantly called out in the comments, one of which stating, if you were really a time traveler, you would already know if the video would blow up. You wouldn't say if this video blows up. However, because the video was posted to TikTok, of course it blew up, and that one time traveler continued to post. Their next video read, a lot of people don't believe I am a time traveler, so I'm gonna prove I am. Remember the date, 24th of September 2020. Something big happens on this day. Blow this up and I'll expose what happens on this day.
Oh, come on. You know that, again, if you're a time traveler, you'll know if it blows up. Like, you could say, when this blows up, not even.
I promise to you, I am a real time traveler. I have so much things to share with you all. Now, what ended up happening on the date he highlighted, the 24th of September 2020, is something that we'll discuss a little bit later. However, this claim was somewhat insignificant as the TikToker's new videos began to get outrageous. There was a video explaining that his company had created a time machine in the year 2485.
His company, huh? I see. His company created a time machine in the year 2485. Go on.
Although the footage on screen was not from the future, but rather from the movie Pacific Rim. A different
Isn't telling people the future resulting in changing the future? Yes.
And was that the Earth will end or be destroyed on July 6, 2788 from a gigantic meteoroid. Although, once again, this claim was short-sighted as noticed by this comment. Dude, you said you're from the year 2485, right? How come you know what happens in 2788?
Yeah, exactly. Does your time machine go forwards and backwards?
Obviously, these claims were complete bogus. However, to put a spin on things, there were other predictions that had been made correctly. In 2021, an asteroid that is half the size of the moon passes by Earth, which was somewhat accurate, and that 2021 will be the best year to come for many, starting with a cure for COVID-19, which ended up being correct. On the other hand,
no. There was a vaccine for COVID-19. That's not a cure. Come on. Come on, Sonny. So by talking about it, it won't happen. You did not think this out. What cure? Right? Come on, Sonny. Come on. They did not create a cure for COVID. They made a vaccine. And yeah.
There were multiple flaws with this prediction. If he knew when the vaccine was coming out and he had access to a time machine, why didn't he just go to the point where the vaccine had been made and bring it back to the beginning of the virus?
And why are you so... Okay, so you know it's the vaccine. Why did you just call it a cure? Vaccines are not a cure. They're a prevention. Even in regard to any disease. Come on, dude.
If you're from 2485, why would you even care about COVID? Why wouldn't you go back to the 1300s and cure the Black Death Plague, which killed up to 50% of Europe's population at the time? This just highlights another problem with that one time traveler's claims. If you stated in your own words that 2020 has been a bad year, and you could go back to any point in human history, why the hell would you skip the turn of the century, London in the 1800s, Woodstock 1969, and instead come to the most depressed point in human history?
Right? Like, there is so much bullshit going on right now, and it's meaningless, pointless bullshit, infighting, online internet crap that's spilling out into the real world. Why would you come here? Why wouldn't you go some other time?
To upload TikTok videos to a website that might ban you if you post anything controversial.
Right.
Let me get this straight. You come from the future and the first thing you do is make a TikTok. You are a time traveler. Keep it as a secret? No. Open a TikTok account? Yes. If you were a time traveler, you wouldn't need TikTok to blow up. Purely from a money and fame standpoint, you'd know exactly what you need to do already.
If you were a time traveler, blogging would be a really, really stupid idea because, I don't know, unless you were historically supposed to be doing that, you would be fucking everything up. Holy shit. Why didn't he predict Elon Musk buying Twitter?
This is a very good point, but it's not like these commenters are the only ones to have noticed how stupid these time traveling pages are. Another TikToker going by the name of Jim Official has dedicated a large portion of his account to dunking on these idiotic TikTok time travelers by making his own hilarious fake time travel videos.
What I'm about to show you is going to blow your freaking mind. This is absolute proof that I am a time traveler. I have with me an item from Taco Bell that does not exist anywhere else but in 2027. McDonald's sold its quarter pounder to Taco Bell in 2027, guys.
His videos start.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. That is too funny. It was probably worse during the Industrial Revolution. You know what it probably was? It's just that we have more access to information now.
Started by stating that he had 100% proof that he was a time traveler because he owned an old video game console.
I'm going to show you my proof right now. I'm going to show you a device that's from a different time period altogether. I have a Super Nintendo from 1995. I'm a time traveler from the past.
Oh my god.
That's serious. Look at this.
Yet after this first video went viral, this percentage of proof slowly increased, appearing as 110% in the next video.
My last video went kind of viral about me claiming I'm a time traveler, and I had the proof 100% that I was a time traveler. Apparently that's just not enough. This right here is a video camcorder used back in 1999 by
This is so great. I love this dude. I need to find his account.
families that lived in that time period. How could I possibly get this, guys? Come on.
And once the videos had reached 200% proof, Jim Official was even able to get items from the future.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, this is fucking fantastic.
You said you want something from the future? I got something from the future. I have here a Big Mac from 2032.
I've owned 3 NES consoles in my time. I could be a time traveler? Hey! We own a Dreamcast. We're time travelers.
Now, if you notice, it's got mixed greens instead of lettuce. People are more self-conscious in 2032.
What was hilarious about the videos was that by the time Jim Official got to 800% proof that he was a time traveler, his parody videos were actually becoming somewhat convincing.
Guys, I am here in 1865 in a town called Phoenix, Arizona, before it became a big, thriving city. How can you deny this proof? I am literally here in Western times, 1865. Guys, come on now. How much more proof?
With the other respectable thing being that Jim Official actually adds his personality into the content, as opposed to these other accounts who simply use text-to-speech with stock footage or short clips from futuristic movies.
Right. I like that. This guy's putting more effort into his parody than these dumbasses are putting into their dumbassery. It's
However, there is one serious time-traveling TikToker who's brave enough to show her face, and that's the bizarre case of Tequila Mockingbird.
My name's Tequila Mockingbird, and I am a time traveler.
You might remember Tequila from Anthony Padilla's video, I Spent a Day with Time Travelers, and while she is the head of the Time Travelers Association, there isn't much to indicate that she has any credibility.
Have you ever time traveled?
No.
Yes, I have time traveled.
How do you time travel?
I use inner space, but I'm looking to use outer space to penetrate inner space in the future.
What? All I heard was gobble da 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 lies.
Being a time traveler, has there been anything you saw coming before it actually happened?
Yes, my mother. I picked her out. I saw her from a cloud and said, I want her to be my mother.
In fact, her TikToks such as this one titled Traveling Through Time 18th Century with Tequila literally just shows her face placed over the top of various old paintings with a Reface app watermark in the top left-hand corner.
I'm very, very, very... They could have at least said space folding. Something that's at least theoretically possible. Right, Brandon? I want whatever she's smoking, says Elwin. I don't think I do, because I think it might be a little bit more addictive than what I'm comfortable with.
But with the amount of views that some of these videos get, it's no wonder people set themselves up as fake time travelers. For example, the very first video on this TikTok account gained 1.7 million views by making the most basic 7-second video, which simply stated, I am a time traveler from the year 2069, before making some other totally bogus claims.
Now I want to the troll in me wants to piss off Star Trek fans and everything and be like, just guys, I have something to confess. I'm actually a time traveler from 2063, and I have some very bad news for you. First contact day doesn't actually happen.
Different TikToker gained a whopping 25 million views by taking the image of a time traveler from Google, stating that he was from the year 2099, then revealing that alien creatures known as the Xenu will visit Earth in 2029, which will then result in World War III between us and the aliens. Yes, 25 million views
Seems
for that.
A little rapey,
this video, which simply warns of a leaked document from a time traveler, has gained over 9 million views, whilst this other video gained 21 million views by making 3 predictions about what was going to happen in early 2022.
Jesus Christ!
But the unique thing about the time traveler who had posted this video was that, after providing hundreds of warnings about our future, they seemed to get tired of the doomsaying and instead resorted to posting videos of them riding their motorbike.
Because when you go back in time, the first thing you do is get a motorbike.
Any comment which brings up their time traveling past is responded to with confusion, as if the TikToker has no idea what they're talking about. And while this is evidence that the account with over 1 million followers was lying the whole time, there is one final method to absolutely prove whether or not these accounts are telling the truth or not. Some of these TikTokers have been on the platform for long enough to have made predictions about dates that have already passed, so we can simply go back and look to see if anything did really happen on these dates.
Right. And here's where the September 24th thing comes in, I think.
For example, when we were looking at that one time traveler, they claimed in one of their first TikToks that we needed to remember the date September 24th, 2020, as something big happens on this day. Yet, as you might guess, nothing of significance happened, unless you're counting the vegan teacher's birthday.
No, let's not even think about her.
Page also made the prediction that on the 5th of May 2022, a super tsunami would hit the west coast of the USA. However, the TikTok account's greatest inaccurate prediction was that on the 25th of May 2022, Nyrons, or what you all call aliens, will start making their appearance on Earth, and that as a result will build the first ever large mechanical war machine, resulting in the start of a new type of warfare.
Nyrons? Okay.
You could probably argue that this prediction is in close competition with the statement that we'd find Atlantis on the 2nd of February 2022. However, both of these predictions work in unison to prove that these TikTok time travelers are completely and utterly bogus.
and
if you're wanting to prove that
insane, like, what the Jesus Christ, why do people stop taking their medications? If your medications aren't working, switch them up. Don't just stop taking them. Good God. Oh, man. All right, guys. That brings us to the end of the coffee stream. But remember to join me tonight on Twitch, because we're going to be watching Return of the Blind Dead. And remember, guys, also that there is a stream goal. If you look in the description, you'll see it. It is to because the OnlyFans money will cover about half of the funds. So the stream goal is to cover the other half for console, capture card, and stream deck. So that's what's going to be in the description of both coffee streams, Beat the Blind Girl, and movie nights. So bring your drinks tonight, because we're going to watch some more blind zombies. Maybe they'll take the train somewhere else. Let's find out. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your afternoon. And I'll see you on Twitch tonight. Have a great afternoon, guys.